Now, please welcome Tiara. My next guest, Robert Guillaume, is no stranger to Broadway or our television screens. Now he's making his motion picture debut in the new Neil Simon romantic comedy, Seems Like Old Times. Bob plays a district attorney's right-hand man who gets involved in a bank robbery. Here are a couple of scenes.
It's set. Attorney General, State of California. The governor's back. Ladies
and gentlemen, Robert Guillaume. Now, this is your first movie ever. Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you very much.
This is Robert's second trip to our... Third trip to our show here. And we're talking that next time you come back, we're going to sing together.
Yeah, we're going to.
We've got that all lined up. But this time, this is your first movie ever, theatrical movie, right?
Yeah, it's the first one I want to talk about. I had one before, but it was seen by so few people, and it was so bad that I don't want to talk about it, and it won't be resurrected.
Do you ever know that a movie's going to be good or bad when you go into it? I mean, you know with this one that Neil Simon wrote it, so you've got that on your side already. But there's so many things involved in putting a film together. Something could go awry at any time, it seems.
Well, you know, I'm always so nervous and afraid of my own, whatever it is they hired me for, you know, that I don't have time to worry about whether the movie or what I'm doing, the thing I'm in is going to be any good. I'm worried about whether I'm going to be any good in it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I have this nightmare that everybody's going to be scintillating and charming and just brilliant around me, and I'll forget my lines or something like that and just not come off at all.
Do you go to see dailies?
Yeah, well, I didn't go on this movie because you know, it's nice that everybody says it's a movie debut and all that, but I don't think of it that way because I just think of it as it's not a small part and it's not a big part. And it's not a cameo part. It's not a part that has scintillating things in it. Jay Sandridge hired me because he felt that something I do would give the part a little bit more than was written into it.
So you get a call. I was going to ask you, how do you get a part in a Neil Simon film? I mean, that would just be a dream to me. Somebody calls you and says, we think you'd be great in this part. Is that how it happens?
Well, you know, it's a funny thing. I got this part simply because I had worked with Jay before on soap. And he did a couple of episodes of BENSON last year. And, you know, so here I am all of a sudden doing a Neil Simon movie and, you know, with no more entree than... I remember when I was in New York and I was trying to get to do things. I'm the same guy.
Right.
I still can't act. I still can't...
Oh, poo on that. You can.
No, well, what I'm saying is, I mean, I'm still stupid and I got the part.
Look at this man. What's the difference in the experience of doing a theatrical film and, say, doing your television series?
Well, I don't know. I think I like doing films better because you can sit down and read the paper once in a while.
For a lot of the time.
Yeah, you know, between takes. It takes them so long to set up, to put something together, just to do, you may have a line which says, it may just be a grunt. And it takes them 30 minutes or a half hour, 2 hours to set up the lights and the shot, so that you just say the grunt and go on your way somewhere. That's all
it's true, though.
Yeah, you know, they have shooting days they call grunt days, and then all they do is whoever's got grunts, that's who comes on that day.
Do you find it difficult sometimes, say you have a very emotional scene, and you've been waiting around all day, and they're getting all their technical stuff together, and then they call you at the last minute and say, do it? No matter how you feel, do you find that difficult at all?
Oh, yes. Well, I don't know. I've finally doing BENSON and doing comedy has gotten me to the point where I trust my inner attitudes about how I feel about a thing. So, and it has even helped me in drama now so that I'm not as frightened anymore of doing a bit. I mean, I always felt as an actor, good Lord, I got to get this together, and all these people are watching, and well, how am I going to do this, and am I going to look dumb when I do this? And but now I've gotten a little bit of that together, and it comes from playing. It comes, I think, from the experience of playing comedy for me.
Of actually doing BENSON and soap, then. Because I was going to say, you strike me as a man full of confidence and very secure. And then to hear you sit and talk about these feelings that you have is an unusual thing for me.
Well, it's very frightening. And especially for me, when I first came to do TV, it was like you get through doing the scene and you have no idea of what you did. I mean, it's, you know, where is, you know, what's happening here? Oh, I see. There's that thing there that says that, and that's what you're playing to. Yeah. But here I'm talking to you, and,
right.
and all this is going on around here. But when I used to get through, because I had no idea of what it was they were filming or how I was contributing to that, I mean, I used to get frightened at,
yeah.
What? We don't have anything here. It's all fluff.
You've done stage and television and films.
Mm-hmm. And Radiator.
And Radiator. Which of those do you prefer now, having done them all?
I guess I would, I don't know, they each have their rewards, and I must say that of the three, the least engrossing to me, the least involving to me, is TV. And that doesn't mean that it's on a lower level from those two. It's just that as an actor, I feel you have less control over what you're doing, and so you have to relinquish some technical control to somebody else. So stage, I would say, and film are most rewarding, still most rewarding.
The last time you were here, we talked about how you felt that people must have sex appeal to succeed in our business and also in other businesses. No, he did say that. And you'd certainly have that, Robert, but in watching your character, Benson, now, you watch Benson. Have you ever noticed that Benson always seems to know something that we don't know? It's just a look on his face. Now, you watch Robert when he's sitting here with me. Do you get the feeling that Robert knows something that we don't know? Do you?
I know that I'm not going to let you find out what I don't know.
I was going to ask you what it was.
I don't know. I guess that's a quality. No, this idea that you're talking about sex appeal. I just feel that I don't mean that one has to be sexually appealing. I suppose I don't mean that. I don't mean well, I don't mean that you have to be devastatingly handsome or extraordinarily beautiful. But I do feel that there is an inner quality that I'm
just gonna let you sit here and just get all
that you purvey. Yes. that comes across as something that's appealing about you, and people watch you for that reason. And I think if this quotient or this factor in the personality is missing, it's quite hard to.
It's hard to overcome.
People don't watch you.
Well, people watch you. I watch you, and I can't wait till you're on next time so we can sing.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Robert Guillaume.
Still to come, more music from Sierra.